Marjorie's third husband. Okay, now we have a guest here who is going to talk to us about the restoration of the film, because again, I'm going to repeat myself, if it hadn't been restored, then it couldn't be in digital form today. So I'm going to turn the microphone over, there we go, to Mr. Heck here. Always don't call you, but what's your first name again?
Stan.
Stan! Yeah, here I am. So Stan Heck is going to tell you about the restoration, and then we're going to start the picture. By the way, the picture's 3 hours long, so be ready for a long scene, and if you want to rush to the dressing room at any time, you can do that, you know. Okay, here you are, Stan.
All right, thank you, Mr. Burnett. I want to give him a hand because he's always very great doing introducing his movies, and without him, we would not be able to see classic movies in a nice movie theater. And we are so lucky because there's not really that many movie theaters in this country that will show classic movies. So I feel very fortunate just to live in New Orleans and have an opportunity to see A Star Is Born on the big screen. In fact, up until this weekend, I had never seen it on the big screen. It's one of my favorite movies. So it was a treat for me, especially coming up in April. There's a world re-premiere of the film in Hollywood. And if I wanted to see it in Hollywood, you know how much it would have cost me to see it in Hollywood in April for this world premiere? A minimum of $500. So I think we all got a bargain here today. So anyway, what I'm going to talk to you about is basically when this movie was filmed and shot. It was shot in CinemaScope. It was one of the very first movies ever to shot in CinemaScope. It came out, it was the first Warner Brothers film to be in CinemaScope, and also it was filmed at a length that everybody agreed upon, and it was going to be a longer movie. It came in at 3 hours. It premiered at 3 hours, had a world premiere. Every Hollywood star that was a star was there at this premiere. Then after this film was in theaters for about a month, Warner Brothers pulled it because theater owners were saying it was too long, you're not going to make your money back. And Warner Brothers kind of freaked out because it was the most expensive movie they'd ever made at the time, and it came in at about $5 million. So, a half hour was cut out of the film without the director's approval or the producer's approval, which happened to be Judy Garland's husband, Sid Luck. So there was a lot of infighting about blaming each other about you said it was okay and okay. And anyway, let's get to Ron Haber. Ron Haber was not a man that wrote this film. He was not a man that starred in this film. In fact, it's probably a man no one in here probably ever heard of, but he is what I call not the film star, but he's the film savior, because after 30 years, he was a fan of this film from the time he was a teenager and saw it, knowing a half hour had been cut out. He kind of made it his life mission to see it in its 3-hour form, and he was able to do it after even Warner Brothers told him that this movie version no longer existed in the 3-hour version, because in fact, once it was edited, they jumped a half hour's worth of footage. He was able to restore this film by going through the Warner Brothers vaults and piecing together outtakes, using still photography where some of the scenes were no longer available, but he was able to restore about 20 minutes of the actual film and using stills for about 5 minutes of it. And Ron Haber was so proud of his efforts, and he should be, because he really did save this film, because if it wasn't for him, this film would be gone. And I just want to thank Mr. Burnett again for showing this movie, and I have a little gift for him. This is a great book. It is about the making of this movie, and the first half is about the making of the movie, and the second half of it is about how it was restored and how he restored it. It is written by Ron Haber, and this is being videotaped today, this presentation, because Ron's no longer with us, but his sister is, and I'm just showing this to his sister because she would have liked to have been here as well. But this is from Mr. Burnett, the book of the movie. And in case he got hooked on the songs, he got the CD.
Oh, my golly.
And even though he does own this movie theater, here's the DVD of it. But anyway, this is my way of saying thank you. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoys the show, and please come back and support the classic movie series.
This is wonderful. I didn't expect anything like this, but it all goes together with the restoration of the film. It's really so wonderful. So again, let me shake your hand and thank you very much. And of course, thank you and everybody who worked with the restoration of this film. You know, wherever you did it from, it was great.
Well, I wasn't part of it. I was just knowledgeable of it. But I just want to say, when I saw that this film was coming here as a classic movie series, it was like a kid on Christmas, and it was appropriate because I found out about this being played here right around Christmas time. So it was like my Christmas gift. So in return, this is my Christmas gift to you.
Well, thank you. But again, I'm going to say, you may not have done the physical work of the restoration, but your joy of it, your cooperation doing this, everything you've done is great. Okay, now I know we got to start the picture. I have to do a commercial here. Not a real commercial.